Introducing Lyra 2.0, a people analytics solution focused on helping clients and businesses make more informed decisions. From core HR analytics to recruiting, performance, payroll, and learning, Lyra is the only end-to-end analytics solution built to harmonize historic legacy system data. Built on the SAP Business Technology Platform and powered by SAP Analytics Cloud and SAP Data Warehouse Cloud, Lyra is pre-configured with essential KPIs and visualizations to help you get insights into your people data. It's easy and quick to deploy while also being modular and scalable to your needs as they grow. The modular solution consists of out-of-the-box analytics metrics packs with centralized metrics definitions to ensure accuracy and efficiency in creating, delivering, and using data for decision-making. Today, let's explore the core HR module and have a quick overview of the global payroll dashboard. The core HR module provides key insights into your workforce trends, for example, headcount, attrition, and spans of control. The core HR module is divided into 3 pieces: core HR summary, analysis, and position management. The core HR summary, like the name says, is a summary of your key metrics for HR. Here is where you can really understand where you are as an organization and how you got to this point. This is the place for you to track how many employees you have now, how this compares to previous years, plus metrics and trends on hiring, termination, retention, and headcount change trends, both year to date and on a rolling 12-month basis. Lyra saves significant time for HR teams and leaders in preparing reports and calculating key metrics, which allows HR teams and leaders to focus on understanding the why behind the data and developing talent strategies to support business needs. Throughout the module, you have the ability to filter data by business unit, company, department, division, gender, job code, and location. This allows you to understand the specificities of each part of the business and keep the solution user-friendly. The core HR module also allows you to track headcount over time and compare how the business has grown over the years, both in a graph format and in dynamic tables. So if you want to check the active employees on a specific date, you can just click on the chart and see the table. The table can also be exported, which enables the HR function to provide reporting or complete further analysis outside of the product if needed. On the Analysis Headcount tab, the main KPIs remain at the top of the screen. Now you can see more details on your hires, terminations, and attrition rate. This allows you to gain visibility on how those have changed over time and identify trends such as seasonality, the impact of internal events like a business strategy change or acquisition, or challenges faced from external events such as COVID-19. You can also see all metrics and graphs for specific departments, functions, and other by applying the page filter. You can switch between the chart and table view to better understand the underlying data represented on the charts. On the termination graph, we're able to identify how many terminations are voluntary and involuntary by hovering over and checking the tooltip. The net headcount waterfall chart helps you to understand the change in headcount on a month-to-month basis and overall through the past year. The active headcount per level chart shows how the organization is divided according to levels below the CEO, where the CEO is L0. This graph helps analyze if the company has a close to ideal employee distribution, which usually looks similar to a pyramid, meaning that the number of direct reports also follow leading practices around span of control. The chart also helps ensure data quality by highlighting potential issues on the manager-employee assignment, because if an employee hierarchy doesn't end at the CEO, the tool will show the employee at L99. The last part of the Analysis tab provides talent movement and active headcount per location in the organization and calendar month. In this table, the client can check active headcount, how many employees were hired, terminated, and left that location for other reasons, such as international assignment, transfers, or more, over that month. You can filter this specific table to a given month and year by selecting it on the drop-down above the table. The location column in the last chart can be changed to other fields such as function, country, and business unit. The key KPIs here are the average span of control, which informs how many direct reports each manager has on average, current active headcount, as seen on the previous pages, and the number of managers in the organization, which gives a perspective on the numbers of managers compared to the total number of employees. Span of control is a leading indicator for both workload and operational cost. You can also see all metrics and graphs for specific departments, functions, and other by applying the page filter. This helps you to compare with the industry best practices and benchmarks for departments like finance, HR, and other. For a more detailed check on the organization's span of control, you can use the span of control by level chart, where the levels represent the distance from the CEO, which means that L0 is the CEO, L1 is everyone that reports into the CEO, and so on until the final level. For each one of the levels, you can analyze the average span of control, the number of employees, and how many of those are managers. This helps HR understand how the business and the different areas are organized, and potential managers are overlooked and bottlenecks for talent progression. On the right, HR can see managers at each level, starting with the CEO. As you drill down, you can see all the managers that report into the CEO, and then you can see how many people have that given manager on their path, and there is the possibility to drill down all the way to the last manager of every path. This helps you compare how the organization is distributed across different managers. A usual organization, for example, would start with the CEO and then the different C-suite members, then the directors, and so on, with the number of people under each of the hierarchies. In the View Details, HR can check every employee per level, their job title, the number of direct reports they have, their manager, and their hierarchy of managers. This table is also filtered by the drill down graph, which means that if you drill down to a manager, the View Details table will start from that manager and only show employees that contain that manager on their path. The Position Management Dashboard shifts the analysis from the people to the different positions across the organization. The main KPIs show how many positions exist on the organization, and out of those, how many are occupied and how many are vacant. Even though the recruiting module is where the client has an in-depth analysis of the hiring process, here, HR can see how many positions there are that are vacant and occupied overall, but also per location and per level of the organization on the charts below. By clicking on View Details, a detailed list of all existing positions in the organization is shown with information on each position, such as if it is vacant, employee status, employee ID and name, company, location, business unit, department, cost center, regular or temporary position, organization job level, job code, and job title. The View Details can also be accessed by clicking on the desired part of the graph. For example, to check what the vacant positions are for a specific location, you can simply click on the chart and it will render the table as well. Now that we've seen how the core HR module looks, let's jump into Global Payroll Dashboard. The Global Payroll Dashboard is a synchrony payroll solution designed to view payroll results in aggregate across the globe at the country level as well as at a period and cumulative level. The objective of the GPD is to provide a single global employee data source of truth and complement Synchrony Payroll by providing out-of-the-box dashboards and reports designed for payroll data analysis. The Global Payroll Dashboard is built to utilize Rising's own payroll process and schema, created to run payroll currently in 10 countries: Australia, Canada, Hong Kong, Malaysia, New Zealand, Philippines, Singapore, United Arab Emirates, United Kingdom, and United States. The main page of the GPD provides KPIs based on the current date and the comparison with the variance from 2 weeks ago to show the number of employees paid, gross pay, taxes, deduction, ER taxes, and ER contributions. It also has 2 donut charts, showing in detail the deduction and gross pay expenses of the organization. Those charts are dynamic to the date range filter at the top of the page. Security of HR and payroll information is critical, so Lyra is GDPR and SOC 2 compliant. In addition, Lyra dashboards have role-based permissions, which ensure you can restrict access to different types of data and populations only to those who are authorized to see this data. For other modules, each user must be added to the Data Access Control table on Data Warehouse Cloud, where permissions are granted to users based on roles. Employees not on the Data Access Control will not be able to see any data on the dashboards. The filters are related to specific fields and demographic information, such as country, business unit, department, and job level. We hope you enjoyed learning more about Lyra's core HR module and the Global Payroll Dashboard. For more information, visit Rizing.com.